There's a saying that we say, you know, it takes somebody from the hood to save the hood. Well, I'm a part of this hood, and I'm trying to come back and make a difference. We're right here in Stockton, California, right here in the corner of Pilgrim and Market. This is where I grew up at, man. This is where I committed a crime. There's no community here. There's no parks here. All you see is liquor stores. Liquor stores, there's a bar, there's a railroad tracks that separate this part of Stockton from that part of Stockton. Our community park was right here, that wall. We should play handball right there off that wall. That was our wall, our handball wall right there. I mean, I really don't see much change at all.
They were kids trying to do what kids do.
Oh, I got shot in the head. I guess he was so high up here.
They sell that heroin shit and then they go down there and buy rocks. That's all they do is smoke them little life.
Everybody used to hang out and sell dope, do the prostituting. And you know, as a young kid, 15 years old, 14 years old, this is the type of lifestyle that I knew. Drugs, the gangs, and the violence.
Somebody got high on that. That's what we find all the time.
Instead of going to school, we came right here and made money. The streets was our school. This was our education right here. This is how we learned how to sell. This is how we learned how to do crime. This is how we had learned how to hide. My mother was robbed at gunpoint. My mother shot my father. My grandmother shot my grandpa. My uncle stabbed my uncles. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of drugs. The police used to raid our house, kick in the doors, and they didn't give a damn about the kids. That's all trauma going on in my life. Living that way and then coming to grips with what the fuck is going on? You want me to go to school and you want me to sit there and listen and learn? I'm still trying to deal with the fact that we were just robbed. I'm trying to deal with the fact that my house was just kicked in and 10 police cars came in with dogs and guns. Laid all the kids down, everybody. And you want me to go to school? That's a kid who's traumatized, who's hurting, who's scared, and is living every day just to survive.
At 15, Raymond confronted a man who had robbed his grandmother and shot him to death. He was prosecuted as an adult and sent to state prison.
When I got arrested, I had a 5th grade comprehension level. So when I went and was being tried, I didn't understand nothing about the legal system, the legality. I didn't know about my rights. I didn't know nothing about no Miranda right. Who was Miranda? I didn't know nothing about that. I just thought that it was just another conversation that I was having with somebody and that they were gonna do what was best for my interests. When they sent me to the penitentiary, I was just barely turning 18 years old. When I got there, after I realized what the penitentiary was doing, there was fear there. There was fear were they gonna kill me? Was I gonna get stabbed? Was I gonna get set up? Was I gonna make it out of the penitentiary? I started committing crimes in the penitentiary to survive, to live, to get the respect. My mentors were shot callers, were other murderers, were bank robbers, were homeboys that were from the hood that were selling big dope. Those were my mentors. My father figure was my older homeboy that was my cellmate that was running the penitentiary at that time. That was my father. So he taught me how to become a good gang member, a good organizer, and how to commit crimes. And then I had to decriminalize my way and change my whole thinking so that way I can make myself out here and make a difference. Where all this fucking trash is at, this is where he laid dead at, right here.
After 25 years in prison, Raymond was paroled this summer. This is the first time he has returned to the scene of his crime.
Right where I committed this crime is where all this stuff lays. It's like, is this his home? Is this his homage to his life? I don't know. It's overwhelming for me because here I am trying to implement change and create restorative justice, and then to think about what I did. I mean, it's something that I have to live with for the rest of my life, but I don't want it to stop me from doing what I need to do to make amends for the life that I took. I mean, I took a life, so I want to try to give life back to everybody who don't feel like they have a life out there.
Hello, Fathers and Family. Gerald speaking. Can I help you?
Raymond now works as a youth counselor, hoping to pass on to local teens his warnings and wisdom about staying out of a life of crime.
As young men, as young warriors, you got to be accountable and responsible for what the things that you do. They're going to face violence. They're going to be there. But you have the choice. What choices are you going to make? Are you going to choose to get involved in violence? Or are you going to choose to see the violent situation and say, you know what? I'm out of here. We need to heal our community and stop creating more damage in our community.
We're just gonna say a couple words over this food, because we are blessed to have this food.
I'm trying to get the kids that are out here, talk to us, communicate with us. You need help, you need counseling, you need therapy. Are you hungry? Do you guys need some clothes? These kids are traumatized. They're dealing with a lot of hurt. So what we need to do as a whole, as a community, we need to invest in our youth. We need to invest in the kids. Instead of sending them away and trying them as an adult when they're not even of an adult mentality, it's completely wrong.